Mugs were a really big one that I was selling a few years ago for Father's Day and Mother's Day. Those are the two big events or holidays that I made a lot of money on. I know Christmas is a big one for Cricut, but Mother's Day and Father's Day is a whole new level because I feel like a lot of people wait until last minute, so they're looking for things. I sell on Facebook Marketplace, so I should mention that first. So people are last minute shopping for their moms, their grandmas, their grandpas, whatever it is. And then on top of that, people are looking for personalized items because they want to show appreciation to their parents or that parently figure in their life. So it's a great one to start selling even as a Cricut beginner, and this option is great for Cricut beginners. So this specific mug I decided to do was a bonus mama mug. Now you could put anything on there, but I saw this SVG on Creative Fabrica and I just had to make it. I am personally not a stepmama. Everyone needs appreciation, someone that goes into that role and that motherly figure. It's super important. So I wanted to make this, and I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway on a local Facebook group, and that's how I get word of mouth out for my business. You could post giveaways, which I've talked about in this video here, doing little things, and then once your giveaway is done, I normally get tons of messages for orders for the people that didn't win but are still interested in purchasing this. They don't know about it until they see it. So when I post a giveaway, maybe this cost under $5 to make, but I'm going to make a lot of money on orders from this. So that's another great idea. And again, yes, in the tutorial I showed you how to make this exact SVG, but you could take any SVG and make it for Mother's Day to make or to sell. Now the great thing is I left the other side blank, so I went ahead and took some photos of the blank one and created some digital mock-ups to add to my shop online, my Facebook, where I was able to create some little examples and mock-ups of what I would be selling. That way I don't have to make a bunch of mugs just to post them to sell and list. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have that video right up here showing exactly how I make my mock-ups. Super easy, I break it down for you. So I don't want to make this video too long with that. For this project, we are making a little mug, and I love doing this for Father's Day, Mother's Day. It's a great one to sell. So we're going to go onto Cricut Design Space and go to Upload, then Upload Image, Browse, and it won't show my file folder on the screen view here just for privacy reasons, but just go ahead and select the SVG or the file that you're wanting to put in. And don't worry if you're a little confused and need clarification, let me know and I'm happy to help you with that, but that's perfect. Awesome. So now we have the cut image. You could change the name here if you'd like. I'm good with that. So we're going to upload, and I'm going to hit that one again and add to canvas. Okay, awesome. So that's super cute. I really like it, but I do want to change a few things. One of those, I'm just going to hide the black for a moment. I'm going to highlight over both of the white and hit weld. You could hit attach as well. In this instance, because they aren't touching, it will do the same thing. So now it is two like this, and I'm good to go ahead and layer it. I go ahead and take my measurements of what I'm wanting. So for this particular mug, I think I'm going to do, we'll probably say 3 by 3 at most. So we will do the width of 3. It will change a little bit. There we go. Let me just check again. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit make it. Perfect. So that's what I wanted. Wonderful. And then my maker is on Bluetooth, so it's going to recognize it. I don't need to plug it in or anything. I'm going to select the material type, which is vinyl. If this option is not popping up, go ahead and hit browse all materials and then just type in vinyl. And then once you do that, it will give you the options there. But because I have already it on my saved, which I suggest you do star the ones you use quite often, it's a lot quicker. I'm selecting my vinyl that I'm using. Oh, my computer's a little frozen. Hold that thought. And there we go. I'm ready to go ahead and start loading my mat. So let's do that. I think we're going to work on some scraps on this project. Let's see what we have. So for this video, I'm going ahead and using my scraps. So just finding what I can in that bucket. Awesome. And then we have this as well. I think we're gonna go with the matte one. we have our scraps, we're good to go. The first one we're doing is the white. That's what Cricut is prompting me to do first. So we're going to just add that on. Make sure it's on there really good. And I am using the green standard grip mat. It works great for vinyl, so I like to use that. We're ready to load our Cricut, so let's go. If you can see here, the arrow button is flashing. It's prompting me to load my Cricut. So we have the two little guidelines that we're just lining up our mat and guiding it to, pushing it against this little roller. And we're gonna load our mat. So either the C will start flashing, or if you have a newer Cricut, it might look like a play button. So go ahead and press that one. It's telling me it's ready to go. And I'm gonna let it cut out, and I'll be back once it's done cutting. Perfect. So now my Cricut is prompting me to unload it with the flashing arrow. So hold your mat. Perfect. Awesome. So we're going to take this off and then add the next color. To take your vinyl or material off the mat, flip it upside down. Put your hand on the vinyl or whatever material and peel the mat away. This prevents curling and bending, and this way your vinyl lasts a lot longer. For this one, I'm using a little scrap, so I will line it up on my digital mat to match because it's not going to be right at the one like last time. As you can see here, I have my scrap material on my mat. This is a project I'm making with my scraps today, but because it's not quite lining up here as my Cricut mat on the preview window on Cricut Design Space, I'm going to need to just drag it down and adjust it to match. So my digital mat on Cricut Design Space matches this. So we're going to quickly do that. I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, let me just record my screen so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to go ahead and press this edit button and zoom out a little bit. Awesome. So it is about at the 6 right here, and then it starts at the 1. So 6 and 1. Drag this over. Just make sure it's good. The grid matches. Awesome. So I can hit done. That's it. That's how I match it up and move it over. I'm ready to go cut it out, so let's go. We're going to do the same thing. When the Cricut prompts me to load the mat, I'm going to do so. And then I'm going to press the flashing C. Perfect. So it's cut out. Let's bring it over to the craft table. Same thing, flip the mat over, put our hand on the material, and peel the mat away. Simple. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab my scissors to preserve more scraps and vinyl. We're just going to cut around our little decal on each page. So that way I have so much more scraps I can use. I'm going to do the same thing here. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see, so just try to get it in the light so you can see the cut lines. So we're weeding away the part that we do not want. And this middle part.
Mom's little helper.
Mom's little helper. The white is kind of hard to see for you on camera. So I'm just reusing the same transfer tape for multiple projects, and what I like to do is use my Cricut mat when I'm layering projects. So I'm going to go ahead, remove that. Now I have a little scraper tool, and I'm just going ahead and putting that on. I like to use my weeding tool to just pick up, and I pick up the entire thing, flip it over, and kind of similar to the mat, I peel away. Gravity helps a little bit here, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. Now there is a part here I realized I forgot to weed, but that's okay. I can do it in the reverse weeding method, which I've shared a few times, but essentially it's where you weed after you have it on the transfer sheet. It's great for small intricate designs and fonts. Now is the tricky part. So there are little hacks to make this a lot easier. Honestly, I'm a little bit of a chaotic crafter. I like to eyeball it. So we are going to go ahead. That's pretty good for eyeballing it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use my little scraper. Yep. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so that is good. I'm just gonna move this to the side for a moment. There are some little hacks or things you can make to kind of hold your products, like your cups and stuff. I just use a dish towel, sweater, whatever I have. So place it in there so it's not rolling all over the place. So I take my decal, again, the full thing, flipping it over and peeling away. Okay, so it looks like, yes, slow and steady wins the race, okay? The tortoise and the hare. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly place it on. I like to do it a little under where the mouth would go for drinking, and then I do the middle first and the sides after. I go in with my hands. You can go in with your little scraper tool if you want, over the top. I really like to just go in with my hands and push with the palm. You know, you can really get the curve of the mug, and then slowly go ahead and peel away your vinyl. It's actually super simple. If you are a beginner, I suggest starting with something like this. Even as a beginner, you can absolutely sell these type of projects. Here we have our finished little cup. I love it. It's so cute. So you do not have to seal this if you do not want to. I use permanent adhesive vinyl, so I actually choose not to seal them. I do add little care labels that I downloaded off of Creative Fabrica, and I just go ahead and print them out. If you don't have a printer, you can actually just make them yourself on Cricut Design Space. I used to use some scrap cardstock and the little pen and draw feature on my Cricut to write them out, just letting them know that it is hand wash only, not dishwasher safe, not microwave safe, because you now have this vinyl on there. Where I found these glass ones at the dollar store. I should have mentioned, this one was from the Dollar Tree. It was $1.25, and this one I picked up at the Dollarama by my house. In Canada, we have a dollar store called Dollarama, and they had some cute little glass ones. They also have for Father's Day the glass beer kind of mugs, which do really great. Sometimes I put things that say like hubby, or you could do Papa or Papa Bear, whatever. The Mama Bear and the Papa Bear SVGs do really well for Mother's Day and Father's Day, and I'll show you an example of that in a minute. But this is another great option to be DIYing. You could do some glass etching on it with maybe a vinyl stencil, or if you do have stencil vinyl, you could use that as well. But normal permanent vinyl works great as a stencil, and then you can just peel it up with your weeding tool after with some glass etching. I do not have etching cream at this exact moment to film a tutorial on it, but I will do it shortly once I get the budget to purchase a little bit more craft supplies. So another great option. Otherwise, you can just add some super cute vinyl, which I think I'm going to do to this mug, and we'll see how it goes. So let's do this mug off to the side and see how it turns out. I'm so excited to see what it's going to look like, and I think I might have to keep this one. I was going to do it to sell, but it's just too cute. Hello, it's future Shea, editing Shea, and right now I was editing the video and I realized it is way too long. So this is going to be a 3-part series, which I talked about in part 1, which is right here. If you did not see that yet, that is where I showed me making a really cute Mother's Day card for my mom, and then another one as well. So I gave you a couple options, but you could really go all out with these Mother's Day card ideas. And then the third one that I'm going to be showing, which is going to be tomorrow, I'm doing them 3 days in a row for you. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what it's going to be so that you can get the supplies and the ideas if you need to. And then I'm hoping to have that video up next week for you. I still have to get the supplies and film it, so we'll see. But a couple things you may have seen on my lives already. One of them are personalized keychains. You could get acrylic ones, you could get sublimation ones like I have, where I used infusible ink. This was my first attempt at it. I did it on a live. It did take a little bit to figure out, but kindly one of you lovely people, Sherry, was there to help me on how to do it, and Giselle giving all of your suggestions on different ways to do this. So we're going to do a full tutorial, and I will make sure to include all of these suggestions that Sherry and Giselle gave me for these little infusible ink keychains. They're so cute, and they actually come with little tassels as well. This one is for my husband specifically for Father's Day, so I did not add a little tassel on it, but you totally could. Such a cute one to sell. I went ahead at the dollar store and picked up these little packages. One of them is just these little Ziploc baggies, which are perfect for the keychains. And then I also found some self-sealing bags, which are awesome for little car decals. So those little car decals that have like the family on it, or maybe it says like Mama Taxi or something like that, is so cute. Maybe a baby on board sign for an expectant mama. Just such a fun way to package them and look super cute. It was $1.25 for 24 of these bags, so a really good deal. And if you are looking to ship anything like this, which we will get into in my Cricut business tips series that I'm filming. If you didn't know, I have a whole series that I'm doing. I'm creating an Etsy shop. I'm doing all of it, learning the shipping and all of that, and I'm filming it all for you. That way, if you're interested in starting a Cricut business or selling your handmade items, I'm going to tell you how it works, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're not subscribed and you're interested in that type of stuff, definitely make sure you subscribe, because That whole series is slowly coming out as I go. I'm doing it in real time, so it's going to take a bit to get through it all and talk about the success and the hardships of it all, but I think it's going to be a really great thing because you're going to be able to see exactly what worked and what did not, so that way you can make those same successes and hopefully avoid those same mistakes that I made. So definitely a fun one to be making these keychains, and I will be adding these to my shop once I get ahead of that. In the meantime, it'll go on Facebook Marketplace. So that tutorial is going to be in my next video. Another one in my next video are going to be the Mother's Day shirts. These I'm showing in a tutorial. I know they're oversaturated sometimes in the market. A lot of people are selling these, but they do so well. I have made hundreds of dollars selling these shirts, so I need to show them to you because if you are interested in selling these items or even just making them, trust me, you're going to want to try. If you're not too sure, take a mock-up photo. Like I said, I show you exactly the tutorial down below how to make these mock-up photos super easily and post it. You should probably, hopefully, get some orders from it or some interest in it. Otherwise, you might need to do a more original idea, but I found some in Creative Fabrica that I also want to do, so that will be the next tutorial, and I'm really excited about that one because, like I said, I have made hundreds of dollars selling that as a beginner with my Cricut, and I did not even have a heat press at the time. I used an iron, so you can do it too. The last thing that's going to be in my next tutorial, a little sneak peek, is this little box. It's one of those exploding boxes. I ordered some jewelry for Mother's Day to gift. You could totally make your own jewelry with faux leather, maybe some really cute earrings. I know some of you make a lot of earrings and jewelry, so that's a really great idea. And I found this little exploding box SVG on Creative Fabrica. They have so many of them, and it's so cute. It opens up to these butterflies. I'm going to show you how to make this. And then in here, there's another little box to put the jewelry in. How cute is this box? Adorable. And then in here you could put photos of you and your family or you and your mom and just all of those. So it's a really fun project. It kind of incorporates scrapbooking with Cricut, and that's what I really like. When I was younger, I would make these with just my scrapbook stuff. So I'm really excited that I can make it with my Cricut and DIY a whole little gift experience for Mother's Day. So I think this one's another really great one, and I cannot wait to show it. I've already filmed this part of the tutorial for that one, but I am waiting for the jewelry to come in to show you the full finished product. So hopefully I can get that in by next week. It kind of depends on how the post office controls it. I have no control over that, but I'm hoping it comes in soon. So for today's video, that's going to be a wrap on the Mother's Day ideas. Like I said, I have tons more of these videos coming out. I mean, it's only the beginning of April, and we have a little bit of time until Mother's Day in North America. I think the UK just had their Mother's Day, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. And then Father's Day is coming up as well. So these ideas are really great because you can use them for multiple different occasions. Oh, I'm just so excited. If you have any Mother's Day ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. Let us know what you enjoy making. I'm always happy to have any of your shops in the comments, any of your Facebook pages if you want us to check them out. If you didn't know, we have a Facebook group. You can join, share your social media and stuff, and I would love to support any of you as well. So please let us know in the comments down below if you have anything like that that you would like to share. And thank you so much for being here with me today. I apologize about my wet hair. I just jumped into the shower, washed my hair while the baby was napping, and then thought, oh my goodness, I need to film this video right now because Mother's Day is coming up quickly, and us crafters like to be ahead of schedule, especially if you are selling things. You want to get ahead of that. Right now, I'm going to tell you, in my area, Facebook Marketplace is all Easter. But I'm trying to jump ahead of the game. So I started posting my summer stuff. So I have bubbles and sand buckets and all those things going up for sale so I can beat the market of everyone trying to sell their Easter stuff. That's gone. That's gone for me. We're moving on to something else. Easter's in 2 weeks. I'm moving on to spring and summer to try to beat all of them. So that's what I would suggest you do as well if you're looking to sell. If not, I hope that you're able to create something really fun out of these ideas, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for your time, your likes, and your comments. It is always appreciated so much, and I wish you all a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, please feel free to check out one of these videos here. I have tons of Cricut playlists and videos on my channel to help you get crafty and learn how to use your Cricut. Just inspire some creativity in you. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, crafters.